All right. Well, that's a bit try. Can you see me okay? Oh, yeah. I think we're kind of, yeah. Did I come back on AFK? I came back and I was AFK at the same time. This guy lets Q and then he. Is this the main boss person? The main worm? Is it a. Wait. I'm not even sure what's happening there. Got logged off right away. Clone City X. Yep, so I'm trying slow thing on Pandaria. Actually, Reds heal for a lot. Surprisingly. Like he did, how much healing did he do? 600k? That's not that much. 700k? No, for 2 gifted subs, and that procs 1700 as well. I'm sorry, we DC just a second ago. I do very much appreciate us watching, though. We got about 20 minutes left today. 23 minutes left today. Thank you very much, that Anonymous. That also puts it at 27 subs today as well. Oh, it could be 28. I'm not sure actually what it goes to. 28? 27. Wait. Yeah, no, 27. Thank you very much, there, Anonymous. He might get executed. He's kicked on Frosty's dies. Tragic. I mean, Holy actually might just be very fun this version. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Hold on. This is gonna be really tough. I don't think you want to... I don't think Death Knights want to take each other out. What is this? That's a nutsack. He's Dr. Nutsack is Barry? Now, little known fact. Actually, probably well known fact if you played MoP. I got farmed by Barry in MoP. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I would not be sweating if I was Barry. I mean, I would just think about all the fucking times they found the shit out of me. Which was every time. I don't know if I actually beat Barry. If I'm being honest. I may never have beaten him before. Would this be the first time I've beaten him? In MoP? It might be. Anyway, point is, to Barry, I'm a free win. Man can do whatever he wants. Ah, shit. Clone City, please. We did big damn, but unfortunately, I don't know how to kill a monk in this expansion really until like very deep damp. Yeah, this one's a mirror. We've got a druid. I can kill druids. I should play the spell talent. He pre-IBFs. I think I'm okay with that. Fortunately, I can't kill him through that. This is actually an interesting spot. Kind of interesting spot. Chili in the 54-month resub. But damn, it's only marginally better. Although he did get, wow, 4 Soul Reapers this game. Where did I get? Maybe 2. 1 actual proc. No, I don't really stream. I'm actually, my internet crashed. We got 15 minutes left today. Same team. Well, it's been 13 hours or 12 and a half hours. 12 and a half hours. So it's a shorter stream today for me. Wait, not shorter stream. Maybe shorter stream is the wrong word to use. Desecrated ground, my friend. You can't clone into that. The NS clone's a bit unfortunate. Rid him. Nope. I don't know. Maybe we're playing these bad, but we're doing okay. I mean, I'm not doing like I'm not doing much more. I don't think. So I'm not playing them insane. We had a few moments though. It's just gate again. Uh-oh. They recover. I don't know how they recover, but they recover. The Dark Soul darts too. Bro, it's crazy. And so annoying. Bro, he actually had wall that entire time. He actually held on to this. It's actually crazy how fast they can recover themselves. Bro, it's actually crazy. He had to fake. So he died to it. Good healing down this game. The lock, I don't know what lock rejuve scaling is, but holy fuck. Oh, he isn't really rejuvenating, it's just himself, I guess. Wait, you have what the hell, Johnny? That's crazy. You have 3 of them? You have 3 of those, man? It's like the 4K OLED thing. 32-inch 4K OLED, 240 hertz. That's actually crazy. That's the last game for me, Mr. Clone City. Thanks for playing, man. Wait, these are your specs? View rig details. 900 X3D. 190. What the fuck? Wait a second. Look at this shit. Chat. This is the most absurd thing I've ever seen in my entire life. He's got the best CPU in the game. The best CPU in the universe. 192 gigabytes of RAM. There's another SSD not showing. And notice the gifted sub to Clone City as well. He's using 3 of the most OP monitor you can buy as well. Literally 3 of them. 3 4K monitors. They're both 30. They're all 32 inch. They're all 240 hertz. And they're all OLED. Those are OLED monitors. It doesn't. Oh no, it does. It shows your graphics card there as well. 5090. That is the most fucking absurd computer I've ever seen in my entire life, man. I'm trying to think of how much that would cost. So in terms of cost, each one of those monitors is like over $1,000, like 1.2 grand. The CPU is like 3 grand. The GPU. What am I saying? It's an over 10K setup, you think? I actually believe it. I mean, it's just the monitors and the GPU alone is 6K. I mean, he's got a 900 X3. That's the cheapest part. And ironically, the cheapest part of his setup is actually the CPU. And it's the best CPU. It's the best CPU. It's the best CPU you can buy. And it's the cheapest part. That's crazy. You overclocked it? And you're overclocking it as well. It's, I mean, that is the most absurd setup I've ever seen. And you've outdone yourself, Johnny, in a good way. And you, what the fuck, man? Plus 3,000? Give your power supply cable? I think that, so I read about that when they first released, and I haven't heard a single thing about them in a long time. I think, from what I understand of that conundrum, it was people that had, like, who direct upgraded from like 4090s that had connectors that were already kind of cooked. But to be honest, if you're buying a fucking 5090, you're probably buying a new PSU with it as well, right? It's not a problem with the actual GPU itself. It's a problem with the cables being like, if you didn't have a good connection, and the biggest issue is that some of them degraded, some of the cables degraded, not the NVIDIA cables, but like just the cable power supply cables after like hot swapping So if people like, for example, travel a lot and take their graphics card out and unseat it and reseat it, the cable, that was causing an issue where if one of the pins wasn't connecting perfectly, that you could have a problem where it would like, then the other pins would all like be like stressed more, and then they would have issues. But yeah, it wasn't even a matter of the wrong cables. It was the matter of, I think, from what I understand, the fact that the cables aren't designed like you have like a number of times you can plug it in and unplug it. And I think with some of the power supplies cables, the number of times you could plug it in and unplug it was actually very small, especially when it came to like operating close to the spec, because the spec is 600 watts. And if you're operating close to that spec, then and if you'd like, for example, gone from like a 4090, maybe unplugged it and plugged it in a couple times, and then plugged in a 5090 and then not plugged it in perfectly, you could have a problem. It's a bad cable design. It's just operating very close to its spec is the issue, which is not a problem because, like the card is operating within range of the spec. I don't think it's anything to do with NVIDIA's situation. I think, I'm not sure what they're supposed. The thing is, there isn't a cable that exists right now that operates within that without them going proprietary. Basically, from what I understand, they have to invent a new one, which is kind of awkward, right? They're using one of the ones that like is industry standard. Like for reference, AMD cards use the exact same cable. It's just like the spec cable that exists. So I guess. Well, I mean, to be fair, you probably don't want to overvolt, like Johnny said, a 5090. The meta. I mean, the only thing that's going to matter if you try to overvolt is maybe synthetic benchmarks. And I guess if you're trying to really push games beyond any limit that currently exists, you know what I mean? Like there isn't another card you could use. From what I understand, the card actually protects itself from overclocking. I saw a thing. I know more than I should about this stuff, but I saw a thing from, I think it was Jay-Z 2 Cents talking about, he like did like a whole bunch of overclocking stuff. Apparently the card is actually hard to make it suck more power. Basically, it's rated in such a way where it keeps itself from doing too much. So really, the issues are related to the cable and not related to their cable. The card has like insane safety protections in place. Like they couldn't, in order to actually get better benchmarks, they couldn't just overclock the card because the card was protecting itself from drawing too much current. Always. It was never letting itself actually, it could never overclock for more. It could burst overclock for a couple seconds, but it wouldn't let itself, like you can still overclock it, but it couldn't do it through power, which is kind of the standard way you'd overclock other components. But yeah. I mean, do you understand how insane his entire setup has to look, by the way, with 3 of those monitors? Of course it looks bad. You have to understand how ridiculous the monitor he's talking about is. One of those monitors is the dream. He's got 3 of them. All right. Anyway, on that note, I got to head off today, guys. Thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you to Anonymous for the gifted sub to Clone City, Chili for the 54-month resub, Anonymous with the gifted sub to Barry. Wait a second. Did I miss the Barry? I'm Anonymous, man. I missed the Barry sub. I was confused because I'm like, hey, we're at 1702 and 1701, not 1700. And it was actually the gifted sub to Barry as well. And Anonymous with 2 more gifted subs. And Thunder with 20 gifted subs. And Anonymous with the gifted sub to Painces as well. kind of paces. Laz with a gifted sub, Sunny with 2 gifted subs, Rank 1 Soda the 48-month resub, and all of you guys for watching, and Chuck for the host. Doing stream when? Well, Aaron is of the opinion that I shouldn't do too much variety. What is going? Johnny with 20 gifted subs. Johnny with 20 gifted subs into the stream as well. Thank you so much, Johnny, buddy. We will. So that's like part of the thing. I wanted to. So Aaron's suggestion. Thank you so much, by the way, buddy. That is insane. You've done so much for us, man. 11,514. He's top in the channel. I love you, buddy. I'm hoping that we get to go to BlizzCon stuff again next year. But yeah, Aaron's suggestion was we don't do lots of different games for like a long time, but that if we were doing variety, that we'd do like one stream with a bunch of different games. But also, unfortunately, we have to buy the games. That's the other downside to it. Yeah, that's the other alternative as well. If that stream went well, I mean, I don't think that stream's happening, to be fair. But if that stream were to go well and people liked watching me play the games, then we could try and have like one day a week where we do like other games. But I've said this many times to her. She's had the same opinion as well, pretty much. But like, generally speaking, I'm very, very lucky to be able to stream WoW. To be able to stream at all, by the way. Most people stream on Twitch and have, you know, maybe no one or just a few people watching that, and that's fine. That's great, right? So I understand where I am. Super fucking lucky. You know what I mean? Like, I'm super lucky. So I'm not at all, you know, I'm not greedy. I don't want more. I'm happy with what I have. I would if I could lock in the same fucking what we were currently at for even a little bit longer, I'd be very happy. You know, I'm not aspiring to be more than that. I'm super happy. You need to diversify. Diversifying actually can hurt you quite bad. Some people can diversify. Like Pete gets diversified just fine, and he is great because of it. But it's not for everyone. In fact, when I say it's not for everyone, it's not for the majority of people, basically, to do. They just have. I guess it makes sense that those can work on some level. What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm trying to actually understand how those would pertain to work, but you know, fuck it. Look. Yep. No, I mean, if you feel the thing is they're for work, if you feel like you're more productive with them, you know. And to be honest, I'm trying to picture in my mind what a triple OLED setup looks like, and I feel like it'd be the equivalent of like, I don't know. They're shiny too, right? They're glossy, Johnny. Are you having fun not diversifying? The most fun, like the thing with me, Sumi, is the most fun thing in the world is for me, for example, getting to go up to talk to Aaron and say that I got 45 subs today, and that is like, it's actually 50 subs today, and that has a huge impact on my family. Like, it is incredibly motivational to have a family and to provide for them. You know, it's like the best thing ever. So I don't think it's the same. I think something changed for me, at least, when there was that. Oh shit, this is the setup. Wait, can I show it? I'm showing the setup, man. This is insane. Oh my god, the PC looks insane too. Bro, that is ridiculous. With the background as well? That is actually crazy. And also not surprising. But holy shit, that's crazy. So you can see it's a Founders. I'm pretty sure, just based on the logo. You can see, and I've never seen that much RAM in one computer before. Is that 4 sticks or is it more? I think it's 4 sticks. 1, 2, yeah, it's gonna be 4 sticks. 4 sticks of 32 gigs. And then that's an Arctic freezer cooler, I'm pretty sure. I'm fairly sure. They're not actually that expensive. That's probably the least expensive part in this PC, but it's actually a really good cooler. It's an MSI motherboard, but I'm not sure what type. I don't think it's the Godlike, is it? I've never seen a Godlike before, so I don't know what that looks like. It's got to be an upper class model of it because it's a carbon. Okay, so that's the second one. That's the one right beneath the Godlike. Is that the keyboard? I can't recognize what brand the keyboard is. That's an insane setup. Oh, it's an Alien. It actually is an Alien one. Is the DDR7 RAM? The graphics card uses GDR7. You can only use DDR5 in consumer setups right now. I don't know when DDR6 is coming out. That is a crazy setup, man. Truly crazy. But yeah, so with me and diversifying, I'm very happy with where I'm at. If we do any kind of like variety, it'll only be in the show. Like I've tried a few variety things over the last couple of years. Generally speaking, not always for me. It's generally not for me. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll try something else. Potentially. Got so excited at the setup. It's like a unfortunately I have to go in just a second, guys. But yeah, it's like a high-end hardware like that. Wait, oh my god, wait. There's another. It gets more so we can see more of it. Okay. We're gonna eyeball this together. So that's a Logitech embody chair. Wait, no, is it? I don't recognize the headrest. I recognize the Logitech embody like structure, but I've never seen that headrest before. Aftermarket headrest. Okay, I don't recognize. It's extra ridiculous. Of course. Is it a foot pedal? Could be. I wouldn't be surprised. Wait, maybe not. No, I don't know what that is. Because it could also be like two at the desk. That could be part of the desk setup. I'm trying to see if I can recognize any more of the computer parts. You can't really, other than the RAM is like ridiculously bright. That's an insane setup, man. What's the monitor in the foreground? This is is that just like an OLED TV? It's definitely OLED based on A, how glossy it is, and B, how thin the actual panel is. LGC2? Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's an insane setup. Ridiculous setup. Somehow you outdid the previous ones. I remember we were looking at he had the most insane setup like a couple years ago too. And then he's just like taken that and gone further. I rate your comp setup. The thing is, okay, it's super easy to know Johnny's setup every time. I could like he could probably any given time link me his setup, and I'll be able to pick out almost every part in his PC. And the reason for that is he buys all the best shit. So when you Google the best PC setup, his one pops up. His setup is the one that shows up. All the parts in his thing are already the best thing. So I could literally, everyone knows the best stuff because no one has it. Wait, what's this? Is this like a work in progress? A $5,000 mini LED? Wait, mini LED? That's your TV. What do you mean? That's insane. That is insane. And how different WoW will be without DVM and auras? I think it's a ways away. I don't think it's gonna. So from what I understand, what we do, and I've got to hit off, guys, unfortunately. But I really appreciate the conversation. You guys being awesome today. They want to remove weak auras and all combat add-ons, and they want to put in their own versions of them. That's their goal. That's an insanely clean setup, Liam. Look at this. This is an absurdly clean setup. We got the monitors wall mounted as well. That is very clean. And it's got like, oh, you've got the lighting behind as well. That's an awesome setup, man. We love to see it. It won't work. We'll see. I mean, they said they want to try and get something where basically it's not so much removing functionality from everything. I think that certainly you won't have like, air horns when things get used, but you will have, they will presumably add in their own kind of functionality for some form of tracking. So it'll be a bit different. All right, guys. It is time for me to go for today. Thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you for Johnny for 20 gifted subs. And everything. Anonymous, the gifted sub to Clone City. Chili, the 5413 sub. Anonymous gifted sub to Barry. Anonymous 2 gifted subs. Thunder 20 gifted subs. Anonymous gifted sub to Painters. Laz with the gifted sub. Sunny with 2 gifted subs. Rank 1 Soda the 48-month resub. All of you guys for watching. I will probably not be practicing Haka anytime. I don't quite know how to do Hakas anymore. I haven't done one since New Zealand. Actually, a little bit before I left New Zealand, to be honest. Thanks for being here today, guys. I'll talk to you guys a little later on tonight. Good night, guys.